What would your advice and tips be to a new trader? Well, congratulations. Welcome to never going back, because once you unlock this, it's the amount of money you make trading is ridiculous compared to any other profession out there, which is why all of the rich people live in like New Canaan and Connecticut and the Cape and Nantucket. They all work in finance. I'm a single mom of 3 and have some extra savings in the 4-figure range that I'd like to use to start trading. I've attended a few free workshops, but they usually lead to paid courses, and now I'm feeling even more confused by all the different methods out there. I'm also naturally scared of making the wrong move. What advice or tips would you give someone like me just starting out? Thanks for the write-in, right, Raccoon. Trading, it's you versus you, and it's going to bring out your deepest insecurities. Okay, so it's very important. The one question I would ask yourself, right, because you have to decide: are you a long person, meaning that when the stock is green and it's starting to go green, are you going to sit there and chase the green up, and then once it starts, it just taking off, you'll start trimming at the highs? If you're that kind of person, right, you should probably be buying options. It sounds like you're naturally scared. If you're naturally scared, I would say you should be a seller of options, meaning that when the stock comes down, then you start selling or writing. So you're going to write puts or sell puts, which is really just, everything's kind of inversed in finance. They make it intentionally complicated to understand. You're going to sell puts, and when it's deep red, you'll get paid to take the trade. So if it's coming down and it's deep red way down here, you're going to get paid to take this trade. And then as it goes up, right, you'll capture the difference, and then you could covered call out of it. You can get out of the trade if you want and just capture the premiums. It's probably the safest thing you could possibly ever trade. And it's a zero-sum game, meaning that in order for you to win, someone else has to lose. So it's important to know. This is probably the safest strategy that's available. I do this because I only buy when it's red. Buying is, for anyone who's not familiar with trading, buying can mean multiple different things. But so I am an options seller. I'm a put options seller on red days, which means that I'm essentially buying down here. I get paid to take the trade, and then it rips up. That's me, because it's standoffish. I don't have time to chase and sit in front of the computer all day, right? I'm very busy. So I'm like a set it and forget it trader, and it works. It works for me, but it's very hands off.